Yo, so salt nick withdrawals are pretty severe. um, I've been I've been vaping for about 5 years, and it started with the 21st century e-cig, like the menthol and the classic tobacco, and then after doing that for about a year or two, they came out with the like pens or whatever, and then with the nicotine, and then I was doing like 12 normally, and then I got the box mod, and I realized those were hitting great, and it gave me a lot of satisfaction. But um, I realized that I would be hawking up loogies, like uh, yellow loogies all the time, and it was just I could just feel like you know feel a noticeable difference. I'm a healthy guy, I like to exercise, and I don't like to constantly be drinking water all the time. And also, it's just literally eating my money away. I used to pay $20 for a 30 ml bottle that would last me like a few days. So, anyways, I did that, and then for a long time. I did that for about like a year or two. So basically, about 5 years of vaping, and then I decided to quit, and that lasted about a year. And then there's people around me doing Nick salts, and then I took a hit of that, and it was pretty nice. I think the first Nick salt device I hit was, um, can't remember which one it was. Maybe the Jewel, the Soren. I can't remember. Oh yeah, the Soren, and it was pretty nice. I thought it was pretty cool. It was a nice hit, and it was relaxing. Um, so that's a background, and you know, over the last 6 months, I find myself buying these salt nick devices, and then I'll get really like tired of doing it because I've done it for so long, like vaping, and like when I give my money away to something that doesn't help me and things that I don't need, it's like it hurts my heart. It hurts my wallet, it hurts my heart, and it hurts my mind because it's not like to not be able to sleep at night because you're like so stimulated during the day on nicotine. It's not enjoyable. And then I'll sleep like 6 or 7 hours, which to you might be normal, but to me, um, it's not. I like 9 or 10 normally, but that and the cough. You'll be. I'm still doing loogies even with the salt nick devices, and then the shortness of breath. Like you'll take 2 hits, and then you'll like start to, feel like it's hard to breathe. And so that's not. Excuse me. Um, that's not fun to deal with. The shortness of breath. Another thing is like constantly like you're tripping out like where is it, where is it, where is it? Oh yeah, it's on the charger. It's like you're always kind of thinking about it, and it's number one on your priority list because it's it affects your neurotransmitters, and those are basically they connect to your adrenal glands, which give you a sense of well-being, but the neurotransmitters, if those are being attacked by nicotine, you know, your body's really sensitive, and when that's happening, it's very hard to just do daily things without it. You go to the gym for an hour, 2 hours, and then you kind of want to go back to your car in a hurry because you know you're not feeling like you normally do. And without salt nicks, you don't gotta worry about that. Without nicotine in general. So, anyways, um, you know, so basically, I've gotten this habit the last 6 months of buying a device, and then I'd take it back, and then, um, get some money for it, like get the money that I got for it, but I'm also still buying the juice, which I'm not getting back, and I don't kill the whole Salt Nick juice bottle of Salt Nick juice before I take it back, so it kind of sucks, but at least I know that Salt Nicks, like being dependent on the nicotine, for at the end of the year, you're ending up spending a lot of money. Like you're if you think about it, it's most likely going to be in the thousands, or at least the like a high hundreds. Not like probably like $800. You know what I mean? That you're spending that you could have spent on something else, and I figure you'd be addicted to it, so you're probably spending more. It's not like you're just gonna be hitting it a few times at night. It's just that's not how it works. And then I was doing 50 milligrams, so basically yesterday I decided to take it back after I had it for a day and a half, and I noticed today my adrenals, like my adrenal glands, they've been feeling very weak, and been giving me pain in the abdomen sort of area, and that's not fun. And I was trying to do a really mild hike, and it was hard for me because I was feeling tired, extremely lethargic, and this is just off 2 days, so day and a half. So I imagine if I was doing it for a month, 2 months, 6 months, how difficult it would be. I imagine, other symptoms I've been having are like headaches, obviously. Like, headaches haven't been too bad because it's only been a day and a half, but as far as like irritability, dude, like I feel pretty irritable today. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I just kind of wanted to express how I feel. It's like I don't get the serotonin and the dopamine that I normally would have if I have nicotine in my system. So obviously drink a lot of tea. You want like herbs to be kind of helping you out. Ashwagandha, take that shit. And don't pick that shit up no matter what. However you discard of your Salt Nick device, you'll probably lose money because you're actually going to save money because you'd be spending so much of it on pods and juice. It's like if you sell it, at least you'll be making a little bit back. Probably will only get $20 for whatever you got, or whatever. But like, at least, because I promise you, if you're watching this and you do Salt Nicks, once you give it up, it's like a sense of freedom. Like you feel like as if you're not dependent on anything, and you're more independent. You're more your heart feels better. Your body feels better. You're able to sleep better. You're able to think better. Obviously nicotine kind of helped with stimulating the brain, but it wasn't. I wasn't getting satisfaction from my life. I wasn't feeling the full effects of happiness, sadness, motivation wasn't there. I didn't want to work out. I didn't really want to. Obviously, I always eat healthy, but it did take my appetite away. It didn't make me want to eat as much. But the problem with, there's a quick fix to that. You eat the right foods, and you won't want to eat as much. You eat good healthy fats, and you eat potassium, lots of potassium. That's what your body craves, and then obviously calcium. So iron, magnesium, you need all this shit, but you want to go for potassium when you're withdrawing from nicotine, because your body's going to cramp. You're not getting the your adrenal glands are weak, so it's not giving you the sense of well-being that you need. So at least give yourself the replenishing sense of well-being with food. Go for high potassium foods, go for all natural foods, eat meat, do whatever the fuck you want. It's your diet, your life. I'm just saying, like, if you want to be satiated, you want high fats in your diet, and you want good healthy proteins and all natural foods. So that's what's gonna help you. And then drink a lot of water. Do that. Drink apple cider vinegar with water. Drink tea. Because you're gonna want to be picking shit up. You're gonna kind of be like looking around for your vape and not have it, and it's gonna hurt you. Like because you're gonna miss it. It's like it's always been on you for so long, and it's like fuck, what do I do? Oh, I got some tea. Pick the tea up, sip on the tea. It's satiating on the throat. It's soothing, and it allows you to get that caffeine, which is similar to the stimulant of nicotine. I wouldn't recommend coffee as much because it's a pretty big crash for the coffee instead of like natural herbs that actually your body utilizes a little bit better than coffee. Drink coffee, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just saying what helps me and what's been helping me these last couple days. I have been thinking about it a lot. Like today on the hike, that's all I could think about. And the juice is in my car, and I opened the juice bottle up and I sniffed it, and I was like, fuck, it smells so good. So that kind of stuff could make you go back, but you gotta, like, the sense of freedom when you give it up feels so good. Like, that feeling is something that you've been craving while you've been vaping. You're craving that feeling back of freedom, of a sense of natural euphoria instead of synthetic euphoria. There's so many reasons to stop. It's insanely expensive. You don't want to spend money on that. If you're done, you have the choice to stop. You're gonna have a rough week or a couple days, however long you've been doing it. But it does take 72 hours to leave the bloodstream. So after those 72 hours, it's not in your body anymore, which is really nice. So that's how you properly handle the withdrawals from salt nicks. I was doing 50 milligrams, and on and off, I'd buy disposable salt nicks devices just to crave that habit. I figured that was a little bit better because it wasn't like a consistent thing. Once the disposable vape was gone, I just threw it away, and I wasn't worried about charging it. It wasn't worried about filling it. Like, it wasn't like a baby I was taking care of, So that's what I was doing when I felt as if my life wasn't good enough and I wanted to feel better. I felt like shit and I wanted to feel better with nicotine. So you don't have to do that. You can do other things. Eat good foods, work out. If you don't feel like doing that, just relax and meditate, dude. It's gonna get better tomorrow, Not every day is gonna feel great. So thanks for listening.